Basically, yesterday we had read the theory of the plate tectonic. This is also related with the plate tectonic theory only. Yesterday we have seen about the plate tectonic that Mackenzie, Parker and Morgan, these three geographers, first gave the idea about the plate tectonic only. And they first give the concept of the plate tectonic theory. Now, in case of the plate tectonic, here also we are going to discuss in this theory about the structure or about the formation of the landform of the earth only. As we have already read in the previous chapter, the structure of the earth, that is inner core, outer core, mantle, and this part is the crustal part, like the core, mantle and then crust. We are having three layers or the three structure of the earth. Now, in case of this inner crust having two types, that is the continental crust where we all are living, and this part is called the oceanic crust. Continental crust is thicker, you can see in this picture, that is more thick, and oceanic crust is little bit thinner than the continental crust. Now, in case of the geographers, how the geographers knows about the interior of the earth, we also read that also. Now, what is this plate tectonic and what is the relationship between this continental crust or the oceanic crust with plate tectonic? Already we have seen in the Wegener's theory that all the pieces of the earth look like a puzzle piece only. That some of the continent could fit together easily like a puzzle only. So in the theory of the plate tectonic, we will see that the entire earth is formed by some plates only. What are those plates? North American plate, South American plates, Indo-Australian plate, Eurasian plate, Arabian plate, African plate. These all are the Antarctic plate, Pacific plate. These all are the major plates of the world. Without these major plates, there are some minor plates like Nazca plate, like Cocos plate, like Arabian plate. So these all are the minor plates of the world. So in case of the world, we are having the 7 major plates and we are having some important minor plates also. Now, what is this plates? Plates are actually the part of the lithosphere only. When we read the interior of the earth, if you remember, I told you all that is crust and upper part of the mantle together, it's called lithosphere. Lithosphere is made up of the crust and the upper part of the mantle, and these plates are the rigid part of the lithosphere only. And I hope you all remember, you all read about the asthenosphere. In the upper layer of the upper mantle, the asthenosphere is located, that is a viscous layer. Above the asthenosphere only, these plates are located only. Now, below the lithosphere, we are having the part that is called the asthenosphere. And this asthenosphere is made of we can see the molten lava that is in a viscous stage. And these plates are moving above of this asthenosphere only. So, what lies beneath the tectonic plate? This is the asthenosphere. Now, the movement of the plate. Yesterday, we have seen that the plates are moving. They are not fixed or they are not rigid. Now, how these plates are moving? The plates are located, suppose these all are the plates. The plates are located above this layer, that is the asthenosphere. And these plates or the lithosphere are move around. How they are move around? Because yesterday I told you about the force of the plate tectonic. That time I said about the convectional cell. Now, what is this convectional cell? In the magma chamber or in this asthenosphere, what happened? The molten magmas are there. Now, these magmas are always moving in a cyclic manner. Suppose these all are the hot magma. They are going up. Their temperature decreases, they are moving, again they are coming down. In this way, in a cyclic manner, the movement is going on, and that is called the convection cell. And this convection cell only is the reason behind the movement of the plates according to the Parker, Mackenzie and Morgan. Now, in case of the plate tectonic, there are 3 kinds of the boundary. What are those 3 kinds of the boundary? You can see the picture, that is the divergent boundary, convergent boundary, transform boundary. Now, what is the divergent boundary? when two plates are moving apart from each other. By this arrow you can see one plate is coming in this side and another plate is moving in this side. So when these plates are moving apart from each other, that is called the divergent plate boundary. These two plates are called the divergent plates, and this middle boundary is called the divergent plate boundary. Now in case of the convergent plate boundary, when two plates are coming closer to each other, these two plates are the convergent plate, and this boundary is called the convergent plate boundary. What is transform plate boundary? When two plates are going, sliding and passing each other, one is going in this side, another one is coming in this side, that is called the transform plate boundary. So we are having three kind of the plates or the plate boundary: convergent, divergent and transform. See the picture, you will get the better idea. Over here both the plates are moving apart from each other, that is a divergent boundary. So from this middle area the hollow occur, from here the magmas are coming outside. Generally in case of this kind of the boundary, we can see the volcanic activity occurs. Iceland is an example of the continental drifting which is located in a divergent plate boundary only. Now convergent plate boundary means when one plate and another plate both are coming towards each other. That is called the convergent plate boundary. You can see that one plate is coming in this side and another plate is coming in this side. Now what will be happen? Either both the plate will collided with each other, then earthquake will occur, or it could possible one plate will move down of another plate. This area is called the subduction zone. There are three kind of the convergent plate boundary. One is continent collision, one is continent and oceanic crust collision, and another one is ocean and ocean collision. You can see that this is actually the between two oceanic plates the plate boundary occur. This is in between one oceanic and one continental plate the plate boundary occur. This is in between two continental plate the plate boundary occur. Generally the Himalaya form in this kind of the plate boundary only. In case of when one plate boundary is moving under another plate boundary or they are colliding each other, in this condition only the Himalaya form. Now in case of the formation Himalaya, the short questions can come. This is like Himalaya formed in the convectional plate boundary zone only. Now continent and oceanic crust collision. When a continental crust will heat each other and one part will go another each other, that time it is called the subduction zone. You can see one part is sliding down and this part is there, so this area is called the subduction zone. In case of the subduction zones also, we can see the volcanic eruptions can occur. And ocean and ocean plate condition, when one tectonic ocean plate collide with another tectonic ocean plate, that is called the ocean and ocean plate boundary or plate collision. Now we are having the transform boundary. Transform boundary means where the plates slide past each other. That means in this area the plate is coming in this side and this plate is going in that side. They are not colliding with each other, or they are moving or not moving apart from each other also. Now this is a entire picture of our all the plate boundaries, where you can see all the plates, major plates and minor plates are there, and these lines are showing the plate boundaries. Some are the convergent boundary, some are the divergent boundary, and some are the transform boundaries also. Now in case of the plate tectonic, there is always a connection between the volcanoes and the plate tectonic. Maybe you all heard about the Pacific Ring of the Fire. In the Pacific Ocean, this area is the fault line, and in this fault line huge amount of the this dotted red lines, you can see the huge amount of the volcanic eruption occurred. This is a area where a high amount of the volcanism occurred. So volcanism mainly active or focused at the plate margin only, and this particular area of the world, it is called the Pacific Ring of Fire. Now in case of the Pacific Ring of Fire, somewhere you will find this red dot, and this is called the hotspots of the volcano. Hotspots of the volcano means in this particular areas only the hot mantle, this all every time they are trying to coming outside, like Hawaiian volcano. It's an example of the hotspot of the volcano where always the volcanic eruption occur. Even earthquake is another activity that is related with the plate tectonic. You can see in the world these black dots are showing the distribution of the earthquake in the entire world. Whenever one plate is actually collide with another one, that time only, due to the pressure or due to the friction only, it caused the earthquake. So earthquake is another reason like volcanism, that is the part of the this plate movement only. So basically this is about our plate tectonic theory, where we have seen that like all the plates are moving, they are not static. There are three kinds of the movements are there in the plate: divergent, convergent and transform. Plates are not moving at a very high rate, they are moving very much slowly. Even in case of the plates, they are static and they are located above of the asthenosphere. These plates are plate tectonic, also called the lithospheric plates also, and due to these plates only the volcanic activity and earthquake occur in the world.